Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Not Enough, and today we will be going over the Dart Zone Pro Tournament Mark 2.1. This is a half-length foam dart competition blaster. I will do a brief unboxing, go over the contents, do a performance evaluation test, and provide my lasting impressions at the end. I hope you enjoy. Guys, so as I promised, we're just doing a quick overview, and then we're going to go to my mini range, and we're going to actually try to hit some precision targets. Nice holster, as you would expect from something labeled Tournament Pro Edition. It does have a place to put your removable barrel attachment here. Now, as opposed to the Deuce Pro attachment, this is not a performance barrel attachment. It's literally just there for the cool factor, probably just to add orange to your tip, since this is a pretty nice, realistic, albeit maybe a little sci-fi, but it's still maintains a very tactical approach at the appearance of a foam dart blaster. Removing the plastic protection here, and this blaster has something that the rifles need to get ASAP, and that is integrated rubber molding. I don't know why Dart Zone decided to put this on the pistol and they just completely got lazy on the rifles and just put like a sleeve over. Now, I'm not talking about the Max series such as the Dictator or the Striker. I'm talking about strictly the Mark rifle series. Mark 1, Mark 1.1, Mark 1.2 rifles, they literally just have a rubber sleeve that just goes up here, and that's all. A lot of people complaining that it starts wrapping around. No, this right here is the way you want to do it. This is done right. The rubber is integrated into the handle, and that guarantees that you're never going to have this come loose. You have your mag release right here. In totality, you get 3 mags. You get the 2 that come in the box. Very Deuce Pro-ish as far as packaging and inclusion. You got your 3 half-length mags. One of them already comes inside the blaster. Very firm and confident click when you put that in. I really like that a lot. Obviously, these blasters are going to have a aft area here behind the handle to house the plunger, so that way a mag fed system can still have the plunger behind it, and it is direct plunger. Thank you, Dart Zone. Safety switch, easy to access and ambidextrous. You can access it with both hands. I have long fingers. Your mileage may vary, but for me, I just change my grip angle and then reach over with my thumb to put it in safety. When I want to fire, it's much easier with the index just to hit it here without changing much of your grip orientation, and you're ready to fire. Getting back to what I started the conversation with, now you can't holster your barrel in this orientation, but you can do it definitely like this. And I recommend a twisting rotation. Unlike Deuce Pro, you can't just push down and then pull. With this one, you kind of have to use both hands to grab onto this area here to make sure that the barrel attachment doesn't come with the blaster. There's no sure way to put it. The sight bangs into the holster, and there's no sure way to put it this way because then the bottom rail bangs into the holster. So your only options: come in at an angle, pull the attachment out, and then manually align it to the proper orientation, which is with these fake vent holes facing to the side. Now, I do want to add something important here for those Deuce Pro owners that are used to just being able to holster their sidearm with the attachment. You cannot do it with the 2.1. It is not meant for it. So on top of the inconvenience of not being able to single-handedly holster your attachment, you also have to remove the attachment every time you want to holster your sidearm. Since this is not a performance grade or performance enhancing attachment, this might not be such a big deal as far as heat of the moment draw in the middle of battle where you need your blaster to make a stand and take a shot. However, if you do need to have this attachment for regulations or game rules or whatever, this might make it a little bit inconvenient depending on your playstyle. I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that so you can take note of it and take that into consideration when deciding to purchase this blaster or not. Now, another thing that I got to talk about, I got to keep it honest at the end of the day, this is a loose fit of the blaster in the holster. I didn't even shake it that hard. I'm pretty sure nobody here is playing Mission Impossible upside down as far as Nerf goes, but if you're running really hard and you're in rough terrain and this is experiencing all kinds of movement and vibration, there's a slight, albeit slim, but there is a slight chance that this blaster can come loose, and by the time you notice it, you're already on the other side of the game field. So I wanted to make sure that you guys are aware. I mean, I'm a technical person, so obviously I would probably apply some heat gun here and push this tensioner in a little bit so that it would secure this blaster. But we're talking about a $100 blaster here, so we want to make sure that if we're paying that $100, something as simple as retention is definitely not being oversighted by the manufacturer. Now, I gotta say, they got a lot of things right with this blaster. When comparing this to the Mark 2.0 that came out in 2019, there is a lot of improvements. The rubber molding, the barrel, the prime, but you can't oversight something as simple as this when this is a competition tournament level blaster and you're gonna use it for running and gunning. That is just something that you cannot leave by the wayside. Now there is this little pad right here where you can put your thumb to remove your blaster, but it's technically unneeded. You can remove your blaster with the easiest of effort, and that's just something that Dart Zone needs to correct for the 2.2 model, or maybe a recall version of this one. Getting into what else comes in the packaging, they give you some extra plunger O-rings, which I thought that was actually kind of cool. If you're a hobby grade enthusiast, which you would be if you're buying something of this grade, these are going to come in handy when you want to do some maintenance. Spare mags with spare mag holster. I like this design. I like the fact that they give you everything you need to get right into the battle, much like the Deuce Pro did. And then, of course, you have your ski mask, goggle type eye protection. Now, I really appreciate this style because I just happen to like ski masks. I like the way they look. So to me, it doesn't bother me. A lot of people think it's overkill. It's a little too much. Maybe. If you're a minimalist and you just like the goggles, the shooting glasses look, this might be a little much for you. I don't mind. They're giving you free goggles with your blaster, which they didn't do last time. I think that's actually kind of cool. And of course, you get the new generation bamboo darts. Having said all of this, what do you guys say we go to the mini range and put some of these bamboo darts half range and see how they hit? Let's do it. Alright guys, I'll be aiming that center target, the electronic flip up target. Make some cool noises when you knock them over. Just want to see how accurate this thing is. Again, we're in a very short space. I got like 12 or 13 feet from here to the target, so we're literally just testing accuracy. You guys have already seen the crony speeds, seen the distance tests, a lot of my comrades' YouTube channels. I'll let those guys take care of that. Right now, we're just doing a little bit of home fun testing in the mini range. Let's get to it. Let's get to some ruby dart shooting. Holy crap. Did that target just break? That target broke, dude. Holy ruby darts. Alright, we're going to finish our last ruby dart mag, but clearly ruby darts are where it's at when it comes to the 2.1. 6 shots to go. So far, no ruby darts have missed. Might have been human error on that one. Let's see if I can hit the half broken one. That'd be cool. Yeah, definitely human factor. Right off the bat, I have to say the bamboo darts are lighter, in line with what Dr. Flux and American Foam have said about this. They fly faster, they probably fly farther, but they are lighter, so their impact and accuracy might be a little off in exchange for that distance and speed. The ruby darts on the other end, and I could even feel the weight difference in my hands. I don't even have to put them on a gram scale. I could already feel it. The effects and accuracy you were able to see in that test. And in 2 occasions, I actually thought it was just this one, but actually both of these targets were destroyed by the ruby darts. Of course, we are talking about a 13-foot distance, which it's not point blank, but it's not your normal 25-foot range distance. But still, these things are lethal. Be very, very careful. There's a reason they give you iPro with these kits. Be very, very careful if you're playing indoors. Give your opponent a fair distance when engaging them with any rounds, but specifically with these ruby darts, which just happen to be very, very accurate and hit very, very hard. My lasting impression, guys, this wasn't even my line of sight for purchasing. I wanted it to be out in the market for a while and see how it performed over time in the field. On top of it, it was a little bit out of my price range. However, if you are planning on buying this, I just want you to take into consideration all the things I did say about it. It does have a lot of pros, but it's missing a few things that may be important for your play style. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you have friends and family that are into this kind of stuff, they love the foam sport, they love the joy that it brings for friends and family, please let them know about the channel. Thank you for your engagement, your comments. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.